Hi, sisters. Welcome. Happy September. Happy Wednesday. My starchy sisters are in the house. I love it. Welcome, you guys. Let me see who's all here. Let me put my eyes on. Oh, let's see. Pen's here. Hi, Pen. JJ's here. Hi, JJ. Hi, Joy. Hi, Shawnee. Nice to see you all. Did I say Amy yet? Amy's here. Kristen's here. Yes, Starchy sisters are here. Kristen's here from Oregon. 2 Oregons in the house. I love it. Welcome, you guys. Ellen J is here. Tabitha's here. Yeah, let us know where you are joining us from. I'm so happy you all are here. My boat and log carrying sisters. Are we in the house today? Ready for September? Ready to get it going in September? I love it. So I hope you all have your water. Let's get our water going, get a drink on. Yum. Pen affirmed me with the water. She said after the live, she's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I drank all that water. I'm like, I know, I have to go to the bathroom. After she did the live with me on Saturday. It's just like, we're not used to talking so much. Although her and I can get pretty chatty on the phone with each other, but when we're talking so much, it just makes us real thirsty. So anyway, let's get to it. You caught me. I'm over here chopping onions because today I'm going to bring you along for a little onion prepping, just a little bit, not a whole lot, because prepping's the theme for this September. And I'm so excited to share that with you guys going forward. What's coming up September? But first, let us take a moment to center in. So just allow yourself to arrive here. Maybe place one hand over heart, one hand over belly. And notice the flow of your breath or the sensation of the breath moving in the body. Arriving in this moment, I smile. 24 brand new hours are before me. I vow to live fully present in each moment, looking on all beings with eyes of compassion, especially myself. And if it feels good, just reach the arms out to the sides, open and close the fingers. And right where you are, flutter the eyes open and closed. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. We'll do one more just like that. Deep breath in. I guess depending on where you are, right? If you're around out and about, maybe you don't want to be doing big breath, but that can be a state changer, you guys. Remember, we talked about state changing a couple lives ago, just changing our state, arriving here fully. In the bathroom, I was doing my little, who's going to carry the boat and the logs? I am just getting myself ready to be here for you guys, getting the energy flowing, because that's what it's about, showing up 100% for ourselves and for me to show up for you all that way too. Because why? Because I am passionate about living and eating this way, you guys. Like, this is the foundation of it all for me. And the more that I and we can show up and talk about it and be in community together, the more we root this foundation into our lives for good. So I'm so happy you're here. So let's get to it. Let me look at my notes. Natasha made it. Diane's here. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody, on this Wednesday afternoon. Love the Starchy sisters here. Oh, just because 30-day reset's over doesn't mean angel cards are done. So let's pick some angel cards. Let's see what the angel cards are saying today. Who needs a word? Who needs a word? Send your energy to the angel cards. Let us see. Oh my gosh. Wow. I can't believe we didn't get this card the whole 30 days, you guys. Not that I remember anyway. Look at that. Transformation. Woo! I love it. That is what this is about. It's about our transformation. And you know what? It's so fitting we got it today after the 30-day reset, because just because the 30-day reset is over, like the transformation is a lifetime. I'm getting chills throughout my whole body, right? The transformation is not 30 days and done. The transformation actually starts at the end of the 30 days. This is where the real transformation happens. So, arriving here fully, ready to get to it, transformation is on the docket today, you guys. I love it. So let's put our angel card back here. And that's what I've thought about, with coming into September, right? Just how to really continue this momentum and this transformation that's happening for all of us, right? As we continue to root this way of eating, living, and being in our lives. So let me peek down at my notes. Make sure I'm on the right track. So I called this video Small Shifts, Big Wins, because really that's what it's about, you guys, right? It's about making these small shifts in our lives that pay dividends, literally pay dividends. And it's why I say 1 meal at a time, 1 day at a time, because it's not about the whole enchilada. It's about one little tiny step at a time. And it's the only way I could do it way back then when I was 50, now 56 pounds heavier, 56.5 pounds heavier. Is that right? Yep, 56.5 pounds heavier. Depressed, defeated, depleted, the whole deal. I didn't have the energy to think of an entire transformation journey. All I had the energy for was to show up with one small little shift, right? I could make a 50-50 plate for lunch. I could make a 50-50 plate for dinner. Even if that was potatoes and spinach, I could do that, right? And then I could eat my oatmeal for breakfast, and eventually I added cauliflower to the oats. But that was manageable to me. And then one day, stacked on top of another, on top of another, and on it went. Small shifts, big changes, right? These little shifts make the biggest difference in the world. And so that's what we're doing together. We're making these small shifts so we can bring about these big changes in our lives. And we don't even realize it, right? Then, like I've said, we look back and we're like, whoa, I'm here already. I love it. All right, let's get a drink of water. Hey, Hannah, welcome. Okay, so just reading. So going forward, this really just came to me like in a moment of inspiration in the wee hours of the night. I've been kind of thinking about like, okay, how am I going to shift this momentum of the 30 days into the following months? Like, what's the follow-up going to be, right? So it really came to me like body, mind, spirit. And I just thought this transformation journey for me is so fitting, right? That the card is transformation. I mean, it's not lost on me, you guys. So my whole transformation journey has been for me I lost my train of thought. I got lost in the transformation. Body, mind, and spirit. It has been a holistic transformation, right? It started with the food. Like the food is my foundation. It is the focus. It is what I am non-negotiable about. I will have this food no matter what. Everything else can go to you know what in a handbasket, but Starchy Shauna will have her food. And so I created that foundation of the food comes first. And then from there, that one day at a time, one meal at a time, things started transforming on the inside. Body first, right? The food, the body, and then the mind and the spirit. Like I was just nourishing myself on all levels of my being. And so that's really what this is born out of. It is born out of that. It is the invitation to you all. And no matter where you are on your journey, right? Because I don't know when I first started eating and living this way, if I would have had the wherewithal to even go down the mind and the spirit path, right? It was a slow progression. So just hop in wherever you are at, but I am going to be offering or sharing with you all what the theme of the month is for. I'm going to do food because food is the foundation, and we're going to be focusing on prepping this month. September is all about prepping. And then an affirmation because we need to affirm ourselves, you guys, right? Love those hearts, you guys. We need to affirm ourselves. We need to learn how to talk kindly to ourselves, to love on ourselves. And I'm just doing this month, I did a small affirmation because I figured each week we can build onto it. We can start with, I believe in myself, and then we can add on to that. And then I'm going to offer a book because I am a reader, and my life transformation from when I was young till now has been all about books. I have learned through books. I love books. I am a teacher at heart, elementary school teacher, yoga teacher, now teaching about starch solution, plant-based eating. Like teaching is in my bones. And how did I learn all that? Through books. And so I love sharing, which is so weird because it says I have 3 bars. Am I here? Am I here, you guys? All right. I refreshed it. It seemed to work. Yay. Yay. I love it. I love it. All right. Oh no, for this 55-year-old brain, it's like, where did I leave off? Right? So a book. And then finally, I named it Restore, just a way of coming back to ourselves, restore through this physical body, restore through the breath, just taking care of ourselves. And I'll say a little bit more about this a little later, but each month I'll have a theme and I'll put out those 4 areas that we'll focus on. So the first part is the food, the foundation. And this month, like I said, is all about prepping. And I don't know about you all, but I'm a little late to the game sometimes. And one of the things that I'm all about right now, it could be because it's still so hot in Florida, although we're getting into the 80s now, which is nice. I have been all about salads lately. Like I am loving on the salads. And so I've been prepping these. Like I'll prep my cucumbers. I just cut them up in the paper towels there, but I cut them up in little chunks. And then my tomatoes, I wash and put in a container. So those are ready to go. And I find that having these things prepped makes salad making so much easier, you guys. And it makes it so I can put a salad together in 5 minutes. But what I don't have prepped are these pickled onions. And I wanted to show this live and on video just so you guys can see. If you haven't made pickled onions yet and you like the little bite of something pickly on your salad, like this is a game changer. So I'm going to pull the camera down so you can all see what I'm up to. And I already started with my onions. You guys caught me in the middle of it. I was getting started cutting. I was hoping to finish just to have them all cut. But we can chop together. So let me know in the chat, like, what is the one thing that you have to have prepped? Or one thing that you would like to start prepping for yourself, right? And if you're watching on replay, welcome, sisters. We are so glad you're here on the replay. And let us know in the comments, like, what is the one thing that you just, it's your non-negotiable. You have to have prepped. And for me, it's always beans. But right now, I'm loving the salad. So having these cut veggies prepped is just such a game changer. And when you make this, I loosen this up, but really, I loosen the onions up, but really they kind of loosen up themselves with the vinegar. And while I'm doing this, you guys, I can actually get the vinegar started. So I have 1 cup of water. This is how easy this is. And a cup of vinegar. I pour that into a pot. Now don't blink because it might be over if you blink. It's just that easy. And then a little pinch of oregano. Put it in the pot. And a little pinch of salt. And I would love to take credit for this, but this is Plantifully Kiki. I got this from her recipe. She has it everywhere, online, in her books, all that. So I'm going to put this on the oven, and we want to bring this to a boil. That's it. A cup of water, cup of vinegar, pinch of oregano, pinch of salt, bring it to a boil. And these are just regular onions, the regular red onions. They're not the sweet onions. Starchy husband went to the store for me today, and lo and behold, they were out of those sweet red onions. Those are so good, you guys. It's like once I find something, it's such a bummer when you fall in love with it and then the store gets out of it. And that's what happened to me with my oatmeal at Costco. So, but then, you know, we just make adjustments, and I'm enjoying the oatmeal I have now, the sprouted oats, but I was real disappointed when they stopped selling the still cut oats there. Yum. I love onions. All right, let me get some of these a little bit chopped up here. Want to get all the little bits in there. All right, then I'll put this to the side. I'm just going to wash my hands because these onions are real strong. All right. And there I have the big jar of onions. Nice. Okay, let's see what my starchy sisters have. Okay. Beans. Penn said beans. Hannah said potatoes. Shawnee said hummus. Mary, potatoes. Carol said rice and lentils. Yeah, Mary, potatoes, or Amy said potatoes for sure. Joy said all her fresh veggies cut, clean, and bagged up. Also potatoes for her purse. Yeah, always a huge. Kristen said salad in the fridge. Yeah. Hannah said beans make you gassy. I think only in the beginning. Your body has to adjust. Yeah, and also putting cumin in your beans when you cook them, that can help with the digestive process, you guys. So yeah, Shawnee said the color of the red onions is in the mason jar. So pretty. Please, Shawnee. Thank you. Joy said, my pickled onions, I don't cook. I just add vinegar and spices and shake the jar and put in the fridge. Also do sliced cucumbers as well. Thank you, Joy. I think I'm going to follow Joy's recipe for now and not plentifully Kiki's because in hers, we have to boil it on the stove. But if I don't have to boil it, like why boil it, right? So I'll do that, sister. And then I love this. Shawnee said, please cut away from yourself, Shauna. Don't want to see you lose a finger on a live vlog. That's a fear I have, sister, right? That I'm here cutting and it's like, and I cut myself. Oh, that would be horrible. Sherry said potatoes. Hi, Sherry. Amy said never knew about the cumin. And then Shawnee loves the cucumbers. Yeah, love it. Love it, you guys. All right, so we'll put this to the side. Joy, let me know in the comments, like how long do you have to leave it in the fridge before it pickles? I wonder if the boiling of the vinegar and the water makes it pickle faster. Let me know because I'm about to pull this off the stove right now, sister, and I'm just going to pour the stuff in here and put it in the fridge. Because anytime we can cut out something that makes it fussy, right, is just a win in my book. Joy said overnight. So I wonder if that does, because the boiling. Oh, Shawnee said she doesn't boil either. And how about yours, Shawnee? Is it overnight too? You have to leave them? Because I find these, if I boil them, they're pickled in, it doesn't take that long, but you have to let it cool all the way down before you refrigerate it. So that's probably a good hour. To boil or not to boil, you guys? Take a vote. Tell me, should I take it off the stove? We'll ditch the boiling. I'm going to have a salad for dinner tonight. Ooh, Rebel. Rebel's here. Welcome, sister. She said cauliflower would be great. That would be a good way to have it. All right. Carol said, do not boil. Amy said, I'm all for ditching the boiling. Ditch the stove, girl. All right, you guys. I'm ditching it. Stove's off. Here it goes. Even though it's already steaming. So this is a little cheat one. I still have to let it cool. Ooh, these mason jars do double duty, right? They're good for our water and they're good for doing these pickling stuff. Oh, I didn't have this down so you all could see. All right, so here they are all ready. That vinegar smells so good. Yum. All right, so I'll put this back over here. We'll let that cool. Then I'll be able to put that in the fridge. All right. So pickled onions are prepped. Now I have all my stuff for my salad ready to go. Thanks for joining me for that, you guys. So having those things prepped and ready to go can really, can really be like that one thing that supports us on our journey for success, right? As long as we have those things ready to go. Yesterday, we came home. Where were we? Oh, we did the whole grocery shopping thing yesterday. And I had not prepped anything. So I didn't have anything in the fridge but my beans, and I needed a non-starchy like right away. And so I made that cucumber salad quick and easy. And that's what got me thinking I need to have these salad items prepped and ready to go, because once they're prepped, I just want to throw them in a bowl, 5 minutes, and the salad's ready. So that's what I did yesterday afternoon. I got busy prepping, so I had these things ready for my salad. So September is all about food prepping. Let's get this food prepping on lock, you guys. All right. And then affirmations. So the affirmation for September, let me read this little note I made to myself. Yeah. The affirmation I made for September is I believe in myself. I believe in myself. And I say at the end of a lot of my videos, I love you. I believe in you. I know you can do it. And I'm saying that to myself too, you guys, because for so long, I did not believe that I could do it. right? I was in such a place that I really had to put my trust in Dr. McDougall and the starch solution for maximum weight loss and trust that he was telling the truth and that this really did work. And because I didn't trust myself anymore. I had been on so many tries and fails. I won't even say diets. Like diets were years ago. Tries and fails with the whole food plant-based way of eating and losing weight. You know, falling into those cashew, those higher calorie density foods, waffling back and forth between higher calorie density and low fat, and just not getting my footing. Like this little being, Shauna, felt like she could not get her footing in the whole food, plant-based, low-fat lifestyle. And I would watch the YouTubers and I would see everyone had success but me. And I just had to let it all go, put my trust in Dr. McDougall, and slowly, one meal at a time, one day at a time, build that trust and belief in myself. And now I 100% believe in this being. I know that no matter what, I am going to eat and live this way for the rest of my life. Like this is it for me, you guys. And so I want to offer that to you all. Just the reminder to believe in yourself. And so affirming to ourselves every day, we're starting to change the narrative in our mind, right? That narrative that I had almost a year and a half ago that was saying, you can't do it. You've tried before. You'll never be able to do this. Don't you just want to, you should be able to eat that other food and still lose weight. Other people can eat that other food and still lose weight. All the narrative that was going on here, you guys, I had to stop it and I had to put a new narrative in. I believe in myself. I can do it. Dr. McDougall says, I am not broken. This works. And so that trust started to be built within myself. And so inviting in an affirmation can really be helpful to move yourself along on this journey. It's healing, you guys, right? We want this holistic healing. It's the food, and then it's just the whole transformation journey. The whole transformation journey. I love it. All right. Oh no, hun, could you run up and get my, oh no, I have it down here. Intermission. Hold on, you guys. I think I have my book. Yes. All right, my 4 agreements. I'm going to take a drink of water. So I first got a hold of this book, you guys. So next is the book. First is the food, then the affirmation, next is the book. So the book, Working with Our Mind, right? The 4 agreements. I came across this book in my late 30s, and it changed my life. I bought it for each of my kids, my niece, and my starchy husband, anybody who would read it. I wanted them to have this book. It had such a profound impact on me because it started undoing those belief systems that I had. That I won't do a whole rendition of the book, but basically, these thoughts that we're taught to believe from the time that we're young, they're not true, or they don't have to be. It's almost like I wiped the slate clean and said, okay, after reading this book, and said, okay, what do I want to believe? What do I want to put my heart and soul into? What do I have passion about? Instead of believing everyone out there, how about checking in with this person in here? And so that's what this book did for me. And I'll revisit it often, like every year or so. I'll read the whole thing again just for the reminder, because in here, so it's called the 4 agreements. It has 4 agreements, And the first agreement is we're going to focus on this week in week 1 of September. And I do want to say, so what I'll be doing is I'll be reading an agreement a week in my own life. And so if you all want to follow along, come along with me. Get your own 4 agreements and let's read the first agreement, and then we'll go on to the second and the third and the fourth. Has the ability to be life changing, you guys. And the author is Don Miguel Ruiz. Okay, so the first agreement is be impeccable with your word. So I'll read this. It says, speak with integrity. Say only what you mean. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. Use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. I love that. I love that. Be impeccable with your word. And being impeccable with our word has the ability to change our lives, because it's not only being impeccable with our word throughout there, right? But it's about to ourselves. It's about keeping promises to ourselves, showing up for ourselves in an honest way. Like when we got honest, the card honest in the 30-day reset, right? How honest am I being with myself about the way I'm feeding my body, about the way I'm feeling, about the way I'm showing up for myself? That is what agreement number 1 is all about. And then with regards to other people, when we are showing up with integrity, when we are being impeccable with our word, it allows us to show up with a vibration, like he says, in truth and love. It changed the way I used my words, you guys. Words have power. I remember Maya Angelou told this story about being at a party. It was at her house. And she often says, the words stick to your walls. And she explained at this party, she heard someone in the corner saying an off-color joke. And she went over to them and she said, so loud, everyone at the party stopped. She said, not in my house, not in my house. And she asked them to leave. I mean, it's so powerful. It gives me chills, because the truth is that when we allow words to be used in an unkind, hateful, mean, unsupportive way, it tears something inside of us. And so really allowing this to be permeated within us, first it starts with us. How are we using our words to talk to ourselves? How are we using words to treat ourselves? How are the words in our mind, right? The thoughts, how are those words? It's like I said earlier, I began to notice those thoughts and change the narrative, because I wasn't talking to myself like that anymore. Like those were the olden days. That's way over there. That is in the past. We're not doing that anymore, right? We're showing up in a kind, loving way. We're being truthful and honest with ourselves, and we are loving ourselves to pieces. Like that quote I've shared, there are days I drop words of kindness on myself like falling leaves, and know that it is enough to be taken care of by myself. So I want to ask you, sisters, agreement number 1, be impeccable with your word. How are you showing up for yourself with the way that you talk to yourself, with the thinking thoughts that go through your mind? It's time to show up with yourself, to yourselves, with kindness and with love. So the 4 agreements is the book I chose for September. Love those hearts, you guys. Chose for September. And I hope for those of you who feel, I always say, whoever reads it, it was meant to read it. So if it's a draw to you and you're drawn to the book and you do read it, I hope it has as big an impact on your life as it did and has on mine. So that's the book for September. And then restore. So let's take a breath and a drink of water. Speak of restoring, and I'll look at the chat. Ah. You all are having good talks about Starchy Sister paraphernalia, right? Starchy Sister shirts, mugs. I know we do need them, you guys. I love that. I'm the same. Joy said she ordered hers from Amazon. She loves real books to hold. I'm the same, sister. And I got Pen on the bandwagon too. She likes to hold those real books. Yeah, feeling the Dr. McDougall love. I'm so grateful for Dr. McDougall, you guys. Yeah, Kristen said she was the same. She had to believe Dr. McDougall first, and then she found me to prove it. Aw, thank you, sister. Oh, Faye's here. Faye made it. Faye's in the house. She's making the red lentil bolognese. Yum. Mary made vegan bulgogi with mushrooms and soy curls with rice and the toasted cabbage. That's Starchy Husband's favorite, Mary. He loves the bulgogi. I made it with mushrooms and onions the other day. There's just all kinds of neat stuff coming in on the chat, you all. I just love it. I could spend the whole time looking at what you all are having good chattings about. Nice. Okay. So if you have any questions ever, just put 3 question marks and yeah, just ask me, sisters. I don't always promise to have the answers, but I'll at least try, and I'll ask our Starchy sisters. Speaking of that, I do have one to ask. So I think I'll just interject and ask it now, because I was going to ask it at the beginning. So, all Starchy sisters, because you all seem to know so much more than I could ever hope to know about this cooking and these cooking utensils we have. So, Soul Whisperer 101 asked, can you please recommend the best electric potato cooker? Say 6-quart or 8-quart. So, she mentions Instant Pot later on, so I'm thinking she means an Instant Pot. I prefer my potatoes in the microwave, so I don't use the Instant Pot for my potatoes. So if you all have let me know in the comments, or if you're watching on replay, let Soul Whisperer 101 know in the comments what is the best electric potato cooker. And is it the 6-quart or the 8-quart? And then also, is an Instant Pot safe to continually use? I'm thinking it's safe to continually use. I mean, I'm thinking maybe she means like one thing after another. Okay. Shawnee said, go big or go home. Instant Pot 8-quart for me. Joy prefers roasted potatoes. Yeah, for the I boil my potatoes whole in a big pot on the stove, Rebel said. I haven't tried boiled potatoes yet. I've got to try that once time. Kristen says, isn't bigger always better? I don't know, sister. I have the 6-quart Instant Pot. Although I'm not all sold on the Instant Pot yet, but okay, so just if you watch this into the replay, be sure to put it in the comments, and then it'll be in the side chat of the Starchy sisters who are here live. Thank you for sharing, you guys. I know you'd have the answers. Mary says she uses her 6-quart Instant Pot. Okay, so restore. This lengthened exhale. So what I want to say about restore, this part of our 4-pillar September focus, is that when I came to this journey, Literally, you guys, my nervous system was shot. I believe that just by living in this day and age, our nervous system is already at a heightened level. Like I always say, buzzing, buzzing. Because even if we're not go, 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 usually we're living in a society or in an area when we go to the store, people around us are go, go, going, buzzing, buzzing, buzzing. And so it puts the nervous system in this heightened state of arousal, this almost like a low level fight, flight, or freeze. And when we're in that state, our body is in a space of reaction rather than calm, rest and restore, healing, right? And so, always in that state of a heightened nervous system, it's not a place where we can heal ourselves. And so that is where I was when we moved to Florida. I was just so worn out. Exhausted isn't even a strong enough word to say where I was. And from that place, I just knew. I just knew. I said to Starchy husband, I don't even want to leave the house for a year. Did I not leave the house for a year? No, right? My people pleasing kicked in, and every day I showed up and we went out and did something. And so I really needed to take that time so my nervous system could calm down. I could create a healing space in my body and my psyche so that I could be open and receptive enough to be able to eat these nourishing foods, and that they could move me in a place of transformation. And so that's what I offer in this restore section. They are practices to calm our nervous system down. And really, when we get in that state of craving or having urges, and our mind starts going down that path, we really need to take a moment of pause and just calm the nervous system, calm the thinking mind. And the way that we can do this is through the lengthened exhaling of the breath. So this is not our everyday breath, right? Our body just normally breathes. We don't even have to think about it. But the lengthened exhale is specifically for calming down the nervous system. It's a cooling breath. And so all we do, let's just do it together now. If you can take a pause for a moment and just soften the shoulders a little. You don't even have to close your eyes. Maybe just shake the arms out and just follow your natural inhale. But as you follow it, count it. So inhale, maybe it counts 1, 2, 3. And then as you exhale, exhale for a beat or two longer than was your inhale and count. So mine would be inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take 2 more just like that. Oh my gosh, you guys, I felt my whole body is just relaxed now. It's amazing. I can feel tingling in my body. Just taking a moment of pause to like center in and intentionally lengthen your exhaling breath can allow us to be in a space of calm and ease. So that is our restore practice for September. And that is my offering to you, sisters, that for September, we focus on believing in ourselves, right? I believe in myself is our affirmation. We focus on prepping the food, having that food ready for ourselves so it's ready to go when we are ready to eat. When those hunger cues kick in, we want to have that food prepared and ready to go. And then our book, The 4 Agreements, we're being impeccable with our word, right? We're learning to trust ourselves. We're learning to speak with integrity to ourselves and to change the narrative. Like, what are the words that are going through our minds about ourselves? And then finally, we're calming our nervous system through this lengthened exhale breath. Because uh, the more that we learn these practices that are able to calm and soothe our nervous system, the more we're able to show up in an intentional way for ourselves. And then the side benefit is that goes out to everybody else, right? As Don Miguel Ruiz said, showing up with love and I forget what else he said, truth, I think, but showing up with love, right? When the food is taken care of and body, mind, spirit come together, we are showing up fully aligned with our whole selves. And then when we move from that place, transformation happens, sisters. It cannot help but happen. Like I've said about weight loss being a byproduct of eating and living this way, transformation is a byproduct of showing up completely aligned in body, mind, and spirit, and intentionally moving from that space. So that's what I have for September. I hope this resonates with you all. We're still going to be, not still gonna, we're meeting every week. This is our meeting time, these Wednesday afternoons. Unless Penn can come on live, then we'll shift it to Saturday or we'll do it Saturday too, because she works during the week. So she isn't free during the week to do the lives on camera. But I'm wanting to get Penn back on here. So let's take another drink of water, you guys, and let me see my notes and check in with you all. Oh, love the hearts, you guys. You're welcome, Rebel. Oh, thanks, Joy. Penn said she feels instant calming. It's so true. Yeah, 3 cheers for Penny. I love it. And Joy's enjoying the sister chat. I love it too, sister. All right. I love you all. I believe in you. I know you can do it. So we'll be meeting live again Wednesday next week, 4 p.m. And until then, I'll post on the YouTube, or I'll post down in the description box below what I went over today, our focus for September. And I hope this supports you all in your journey. That's what I want. I want us to keep rooting this way of eating and living in our lives. Keep it fun, keep it interesting, right? So that we can continue on this journey. So tell me, sisters, 1, 2, 3, who is going to carry the boats and the logs? I am. Who is going to carry the boats and the logs? I am. Who is going to prep the food this month so it is ready to eat? I am. Who's going to eat the food that's been prepped? Me. I am eating that food. Who is going to show up for themselves 100%? I am. Who is going to believe in themselves 100%? I am. It's all about showing up for ourselves, sisters, believing in ourselves, knowing that we can carry the boat and the log and that we are worth it. We are worth it. All right, you guys. Now I'm excited. I'm having piñata pinto bean salad for dinner, and I can't wait to get into it. I love the food. I love you guys. I love you so much. I believe in you. I believe in you. I know you can do it. We are in this together, Starchy Sisters for life. I love you. Mwah! So much love. I'll see you next week, Wednesday, and video coming out Saturday.